And so the calm before the storm. A game this so engraved into sporting history. These two teams have squared up so many times before. It is a rivalry whose significance has never been diluted and never ever will be. All stemming from that simple dread at the very idea of losing each to the other. Everyone here is obliged to win. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be... Shot, surely! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Szoboszlai clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
That looks a good cross. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. And now a sudden chance to counter. Van Dijk calmly anticipates. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Yeah, Jordan Pickford. He's a great all-round goalkeeper, Peter. Great at shot stopping and dominant in his box. He also gets counter-attacks going with his accurate long passes. The opposition should be a little wary of committing too many men forward.
Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Wirtz. Szoboszlai. Szoboszlai is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Well read, nice interception. Still goalless. Now it's Beto. Now it's Dewsbury Hall. That is a great pick out. And he's got the beating of his man. Beto! It's loose now and they want to get it back. He's been bundled over. That is a foul. And that's going to be a booking. And looks like he's picked up a bit of a knock from that challenge. Punched away. Shot could be on. Jones. Good driving run. Well, that looks a decent ball. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Oh, super ball! What a throw in. That is... Goes for a shot! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Well, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
He's shifting through the gears here. Chance! And he's done it! With half-time at hand! Perfect timing! That was a given. It always was.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
The first breakthrough.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now and the other has to tone it down.
Oh, just skips past his man. Can he finish? And he has kept it out somehow.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. Liverpool finding themselves behind by just one goal at the break.
But that won't shake
It's been a pretty tepid display. They'll want to use this break wisely to regroup and come out with some fresh initiatives. This is all still very salvageable, maybe even winnable.
Salah.
Well, it has been confrontational, combative, competitive, everything you'd expect from Derby Day. Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Liverpool can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Everton are a team known for their direct brand of football, so Jim, what are we looking for here?
Well, I think it depends on a couple of things, Peter. Firstly, you know, whether they have a quality passer who can play.
Decent chance! And no mistake! And this is getting better and better. Was there ever any doubt?
Well, when you get in that position, it's all about composure. Panic can come into it, and it didn't.
Everton are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Soboslai. Oh, looks a shooting chance! And that's a sharp finish. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Liverpool are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Time for a change in personnel. A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Shapes to shoot! And he hits the net! There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Substitution.
Everton go up by 2 and are looking good.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little... Isak really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Now it's Wirtz. And the shot! And it's in! Right back in the game! His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
Liverpool cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
Well, I think they have every chance of levelling this now, Peter, but they've got to stay calm and not go completely gung-ho.
And he was quick to react. Shifted upfield. Gomez promptly onto that, and that is that. No, that's been intercepted. Mikolenko. O'Brien. Played into space.
He looked rushed. He should have waited for some movement.
Robertson.
There will be 5 minutes added time.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
Cute ball now, how can he reach it? And he's managed to get for it. Shoots! It's a goal! And right near the end, we have parity. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
Back to parity, and there's barely any time left.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now, the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another.
Well, there's the clearance. And that will be the final act. What a game, a contest of ferocity and marvellous talent from start to finish.